green room before the show. You had to kind of just chill there for 2 hours, and they put us in like the order that you're going to go on stage. And I was the 9th poet. There were 10 poets that were going on stage. So I'm the 9th poet, and right next to me, on this shoulder right here, this shoulder, see this one? Not this one, the good one. Alicia Keys was the 10th speaker. So this shoulder was all rubbed up all night, like 2 hours. Hello. I didn't even talk. For 2 hours, I was so chicken, I didn't say a word. She had like all these people were making her up, and someone was holding their poem for her, so she could like look at the lines and memorize. But man, one day someone will hold my poem for me. But after about 2 hours, I turned to her and I was like, I'm a poet. I got words. I got skills, you know. So I turned to her and I was like, Miss Keys, I just want to say that you look electric tonight. I actually said those words to me. And afterwards I was like, oh man, I wish I had to do over for that, you know? It was pretty bad. So, anyway, they flew me up there. And this is the poem that I performed on that show. This is sort of the story of my namesake. My name is Joaquin Zihuatanejo. This is a suit. A specific act of litigation representing we, the Chicano nation, we, La Raza, we, the descendants of Joaquin Zihuatanejo, and we bring this suit in his name. We bring this suit in the name of all unjust laws written in the blood of Jesus and Treaty Hidalgo. Gadsden Purchase, Foreign Miners Laws, 1851. These acts were not committed in the name of my people, but in the name of greed, in the name of tyranny, in the name of manifest destiny, which is only another name for theft and nothing else. We bring this suit in the name of Joaquin Zihuatanejo who resisted. Joaquin Zihuatanejo who rebelled. Joaquin Zihuatanejo who fought injustice. These are the acts of heroes and legends, but there is not one statue erected in his honor in his country. In 1851, when the American Western movement was sweeping over this land like a bad wave engulfing all, one Sonoran miner resisted, a man named Joaquin Zihuatanejo. The Americans burned his house down, stole his gold mine, murdered his children, raped and murdered his wife in front of him, beat him with whips, and then let him live to tell of what would happen to those who resisted. Joaquin Zihuatanejo called away that they got guns and a horse and became the leader of a band of revolutionaries that raided American settlements from California to Nuevo Mexico, stealing money, food, clothing, all they could, because he figured they owed him, which they did. He gave all that he stole to the struggling campesinos of the region. They called him the Robin Hood of El Dorado. But the Americans called him El Bandito Terrible. For 7 years, he rode in the name of freedom, in the name of family, in the name of all that is right. Few knew his last name. The campesinos hid in danger. He became a myth, a legend, a ghost. Americans love to play the odds. So they rounded up all men in the region whose first name was Joaquin, and they slaughtered them. Countless men died, hands tied to firing posts, lips sealed, and bullets pierced flesh, refusing to say they were not Joaquin. The Spanish word for this is unidad, unity. Eventually, a lynch mob caught up Joaquin near Stockton, shot him in the back as the cowards they were. Though he was shot dead, they hung his body from a tree for 2 days as a sign of victory. So again, it's not just the brothers and sisters in this room who should be pissed off at the fact that we still have a town in Texas named Lynchburg. They decapitated the corpse and impaled the head and torso on 2 wooden stakes for all to see. Hidden by the cloak of darkness, the campesinos climbed up and pulled down the head and body of Joaquin, took it to a secret place for proper burial. To this day, no one knows for certain exactly where it's buried. Don't you see? This is why it is sacred. Not because it is my name, but because it was his. Mi abuelo, my grandfather, named me Joaquin as a reminder that there are things in this life worth fighting for, that there are things in this life worth living for, that there are things in this life worth dying for. This is a suit. A specific act of litigation representing we, the Chicano nation, we, La Raza, we, the descendants of Joaquin Zihuatanejo, and we bring this suit in his name.